Welcome to 3-Minute Answers, where you find direct answers without wasting your time. Today is Gospel Gems, where we discover the answers that Jesus provides with his own clear words. Our question for the month of July is, why does Jesus matter to me? Jesus was once invited over to the home of a prominent, famous Pharisee. A Pharisee is a religious leader well known in his community. He was invited over for lunch, and Jesus accepted the invitation. But something strange happened when they sat down to eat. A woman burst through the door, ran to Jesus, and began pouring expensive perfume on his head and on his feet. Might seem kind of strange to us today, but 2,000 years ago, this was a sign of honor and respect. And as this scene of honor and respect unraveled before their eyes, the Pharisees had a problem. One of the Pharisees spoke up and he said to the group, "If this man were a prophet, he would know who is touching him and what kind of woman she is, that she is a sinner." Jesus responds not directly. Instead, he tells a story. A story about two men who owed a great debt. One man owed $200 and another man owed $200,000, but neither man could repay. When the banker realized that neither man could repay their debt, he forgave both of the debts in full. The point of this story isn't to be outrageous. The point of the story comes at the end when Jesus asks a question. Which man loved the banker more? The answer is obvious. The man who was forgiven the greater debt. Jesus matters to you today for two reasons. First, because of what he forgives. Jesus forgives everything. There is no debt so great that he cannot forgive. When he gave his life on the cross, he shouted out, "It is finished," which means that he has paid your debt in full. But Jesus also matters to you for a second reason. When he forgives. Jesus is not wanting you to wait in the least bit. He doesn't want you to work off your debt or meet him in the middle, to repay him in any way. No, instead, Jesus wants you to know that the forgiveness he gives happens in an instant, in a moment. A lifetime of sins is forgiven. So Jesus matters to you today because of what he forgives and when he forgives. Because maybe your story sounds a little bit like the story of our woman today. A woman who had a reputation that wasn't good. And yet when she met her Savior and the forgiveness that he offers, she wept because she was forgiven much. So is it naive to think that Jesus provides answers to every one of our questions? Absolutely not. Jesus matters to you today because of what he forgives. Everything.